This pattern shows an example architecture to process events asynchronously using API Gateway, Amazon Simple Queue Service, and AWS Fargate. This architecture is useful for business use cases like, fire and forget, don't wait for the real-time response. AWS API Gateway will host REST APIs for event processing asynchronously. Amazon Simple Queue Service is a high-available hosted queue that helps you integrate and decouple distributed software systems and components. AWS Fargate helps you run containers without needing to manage servers or Amazon EC2 instances. Amazon DynamoDB table will be used to store the job results and status. When client requested, API Gateway can retrieve the status from DynamoDB table. Amazon SQS Dead Letter Queue, DLQ, will be used to handle failed jobs. A separate Lambda function will be used as error handling function. Error handling status will also be updated in DynamoDB table. EventBridge is used as event archive that can replay the archived events. This architecture is highly available, highly scalable and cost-efficient solution. The architecture supports running processing jobs without duration restrictions, and it uses a basic REST API as the interface. Concurrent jobs are limited to 500 tasks per minute, which is the maximum number of tasks that Fargate can provision. Client application send an HTTP POST request to the API endpoint, specifying the job parameters in the request body. API Gateway returns an HTTP response that contains the job identifier. Amazon API Gateway sends request message to the SQS queue. Fargate pulls the message from the SQS queue and processes the event. Fargate puts the job results in the job's Amazon DynamoDB table. If the event processing fails, the SQS queue sends the event to the dead letter queue, DLQ. Error handling Lambda function will process the failed messages from the dead letter queue. The error handling function puts the job parameters in the job's DynamoDB table. If the error handling fails, the error handling function sends the event to an EventBridge event archive. Client application can retrieve the job status by sending an HTTP GET request to the API Gateway. API Gateway queries the job's DynamoDB table to retrieve the job results.